It is 6:51. The shut I have to gather with my in-laws and urges me to drink. Does it make you get fat or a beer belly? No. The answer is no. That's a fact. Not fake. It's not true. There is some truth to it. It's calories. It's just calories. Quote unquote beer belly. No. No. It should never be beer. You can't blame beer. Please. St. Patrick's Day. KX96. Super Bowl, yeah. That gets you to drink too. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good morning, everybody. Time to take a break and have a coffee. By the way, we're not sponsored by these guys. It just so happens to be what I'm drinking. So this coffee I get at, this morning I got it at 4:45, and it'll last me till 7:30. So 2 hours, 45 minutes to nurse this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you see Allison? My husband heard that and texted, really? Hey. GTA's #1 country, KX96, Jackson Dean. And don't come looking. Hey, we're up streaming here. We're trying something new.
Yeah.
And it's because we were drinking on St. Patrick's Day. Somebody suggested, Jeremy, the young kid. You guys should try streaming. Yeah, start doing it. Great. Here we are. There you are. And there I am. There's a bunch of people on with us here too, streaming. So
all right.
I've got it up on my phone here. So what I'll do, we'll give people where they can go if they want to stream with us. It's kind of cool. Allison, remember the other day Allison said she got her husband converted to us, started listening. And then I said something about, she said anything with my in-laws encouraged me to drink. She said her husband texted her, really? She says it's going to be so much fun now that he listens. Really? Yes. He has no idea what he's been missing, Allison, all of these years. Nor do you. St. Patrick's Day 2023. I think this is the first one where we're back. And, since the pandemic, about as normal-ish as you can be. And I think tonight is going to be an epic night. Look at all the people up there commenting. Thank you for streaming with us. Craig, streaming all the information with traffic.
One is taking the morning off. Just the major routes are clear and right through. We're just, it's north. So make sure you keep that full headlight system on if you are traveling, and due to those showers as well this morning. But again, once you get on the major routes, they're moving at traffic. It is brought to you in part by Sergeant Family Dairy for a limited time only. Chocolate mint Sergeant Family Dairy, alongside the usual fresh chocolate, milk, cheese curds, and other local dairy.ca. The KX96 traffic patrol continues.
Even like mint in my chocolate. And
Yeah.
I have to say that it's not overwhelming. Yeah.
After work for lunch.
And then when I put the Baileys in, even 6:56 Leafs are coming up, and to beat the Toaster on the way. Tickets to see Chris Jama up for grabs.
Adventure calls at the 75th Annual Toronto International Center. Find the latest in hunting and fishing gear, boats, power sports, and
Okay. Gotta get. You know, last. We do have paperwork that we need to, which is kind of just what it is. We have to. We have our music logs. Rules, CRTC, and stuff like that. So there's a lot that goes on that maybe people don't know. Top of the morning to you. This is Donna. May the wind that's at your back never be in someone's face. True.
Are you throwing out more food than you realize? Good food go to waste. Try preserve your food. Look in the refrigerator first. To avoid buying food you already have and what needs to be used up, and plan upcoming meals around it. Remember, buying in large quantity if you use all the food or it spoils. Find more tips on preventing food waste at /buy it. Online consignment auction at Kevin Parker Auction. During construction equipment, tools, household items, collectibles.
Hey, friends, on this St. Patrick's Day, lost in the celebrations, May X96. So where is this streaming? There we go. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the KX Morning Ride. This week, Carolyn is on vacation, as you know. Craig's doing his news right. The studio where Carolyn normally is. And when she returns, Craig will be back in the Durham Radio News. How it works here. But we thought it would be a good idea to stream the show, to give you another way for you to check out what we're doing. I mean, if you can't always listen to the radio, this way kind of see what goes on here. Pretty crazy. Thanks to everybody for coming. And, this is just the very first time we've done this, so we'll get better at it, we promise. And hope your St. Patrick's Day is off to a good start. I'm going to mute us back, stuff, take some phone calls, privacy, that kind of stuff with our
Horvath stepped down. 4% of the vote. Opposition parties continue to call for a public election interference. It comes even after the Fed selected former Governor General David Johnston tour to investigate foreign meddling in Canada's last two federal votes. The NDP support the move, but the Conservatives and Bloc Québécois say it's a waste of time. Convoy demonstrations taught the RCMP a number of lessons, according to newly released documents. They need to better prepare for emergency phone lines to possibly be targeted. To need to beef up security for leaders in Ottawa, set a tone early with protesters, and prevent vehicles and encampments from taking over city streets. Some birds at the Toronto Zoo. The zoo closing down some of the bird enclosures after an infected at a poultry farm southeast of Hamilton. The zoo says the closures and modifications a precaution. A highly contagious bird flu strain has been tearing through Canadian 22. The Toronto Raptors have picked up back-to-back wins. Pascal Siakam 14 rebounds, leading Toronto past the Oklahoma City Thunder 128-111. Raptors coming against on Tuesday. March Madness began yesterday, and already some big upsets. Number 13, and so are number 15th seed Princeton, who beat number 2 Arizona. Eliminated in straight sets in the BNP Paribas quarterfinal in straight sets. And in Florida last night, the Panthers scored 7 goals in just over 13 minutes as well, but the Panthers went on to win it 9-5. It is 7:05. Your next.
All right, Craig is going to do the weather forecast. The top and bottom of every hour we come out, we kind of set up what's happening in the half hour with a little teaser at the top, maybe a little joke, maybe a funny little thing, saying what Patrick's Day we're going to talk about. Things that are Irish saying, never understand. We'll get ready for Beat the Toaster too.
High of 8, overcast tonight. Sky tomorrow.
He's a beauty.
Local news, weather, and more on the Durham Radio News app and at durhamradionews.com.
Beat the Toaster coming up. Tickets to see Chris Jansen at Casino Rama in May. We'll do Dirk Bentley's Song of the Day. And also Irish sayings. Like, if you're in Ireland and someone says, hey, any crack? What are they referring to? Any crack? We'll tell you about that one. Slingshot. It's not pronounced slaint.
Okay. To me.
Coming up in just a few minutes. Stick around for that. Okay, gotta get ready. Just kidding. Kidding. Break. What the crack? Last name O'Brien. The crew worked right off the boat. LOL. One from Belfast. Lots of heavy fire. Slant. All right, Bill. GTA's number one country, KX 96. That's Tania, girl to girl. Kenny Chesney till it's gone. It's just arrived. Same shout outs to everybody. Thanks to all those who are watching streaming. Bill from to correct me, but it's actually what's the crack?
What's the crack?
Not crack. What's the crack? The crew and I work with is basically here from Belfast correcting them. Yeah, that's
cool.
great. Thanks, gentlemen, and happy St. Patrick. What's the crack means coming up?
All right, we have lots of heavy fog on Highway 12 south of Fort Perry. At slow speeds there. Thanks to Lane for texting that in. And we are dealing with the heavy fog and some showers, causing some slowdowns as you come through the ridges. And other than that, though, the major just told about a collision. Park and Bond in Oshawa. Last check, 2 left lanes at Bond and Park, so you can't turn left on Park there. We also have a ramp closure on the 404 northbound at Stouffville Road and Kings closed due to a fire. KX 96 traffic is brought to you in part by Capitol Theatre. Today, put the luck of the Irish to the test with Capitol Theatre's 50/50 jackpot. Visit Capcom for info. Lottery license number RAF 1302561. Traffic patrol continues.
Patrick's Day continues. Thank you, Craig. What's the crack? What does that mean if it's Irish? It means basically the most fun or enjoyment. How are you? A typical response is develop much.
Okay, there you go.
How are you? What's the crack?
What's the
Irish saying? May the cat eat you, and may the devil eat the cat.
I have no idea what that would mean.
The speaker wishes that a cat gobble up his enemy, like that the devil eat them both.
Huh.
All right. Interesting. I like this one here. The Irish. Two people shorten the.
Okay.
Basically, it's nice to be traveling with someone. Short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that one.
Right. Shorten the road. I admit, but cats are a little freaky anyway. Even freakier when they're Irish. Irish cat.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to play Beat the Toaster right now. As always, we take caller number 3. We've got Chris Jansen. Caller 3 plays at 905 427 9696.
Canada's largest
All right.
display of all things home and garden. The National Home Showing at Intercare Center in Toronto. Tickets and info at nationalhomeshow.x. For your scrap metal, Landfield's Metal Recycling wants your aluminum as well as big items like
Here we go.
sponsors heavy equipment and made of metal. You can cash it in. Have a lot, they'll even come pick it up. Help the environment and recycle. Landfills.
Are you ready? It's the Friday edition of Beat the Toast.
Patty's Day
Yes.
edition of Beat the Toaster with Ken on.
Good morning.
How's it going?
And to you too. Aaron Go Bra, right? You're Irish, correct?
I think you got
I
it
think
right,
I think
Terry.
that's right. Yeah.
Celebrating tonight or today or now? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
good idea. Well, we're playing for Chris Jansen concert ticket May up at Casino Rama. You ready to play? Here's your give us 5 foods that are green naturally. 5 green food. Get ready, get set, and go.
Oh,
Celery, asparagus,
there you go.
Oh wow. Yeah. It's not as easy as it seems. Yeah, green apples, all that kind of stuff. So
Granny Smith.
with green beer count.
green beer would count as a group, as far as I'm concerned,
A group.
especially for the
Yeah.
for the Irish. Hey, how are you? Good. Well, enjoy your drive, and thanks a lot for calling in, and enjoy the concert, and happy St. Patrick. Thank you. Bye bye.
There you go.
That totally happened. Solicit for an Irishman, but he is completely Irish.
Oh, there's
His
a
last
lot of
name is
Irish people around.
Apostrophe. So, yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's true. And how even if you're not Irish, pretend to be for fun. Get out there. Let's blow off too long. Here's Lainey Wilson on KX96. back just in time here. GTA's number one country, KX96 hearts, like a truck filled with Guinness beer would be. It's good for your heart, right? It's 7:25, and kind of what we're getting. A lot of it today.
Yeah, actually, what we're dealing with a lot this morning, and we're getting a lot of people texting in that are coming from anywhere from the north. You're dealing with fog this morning. We got just reports Brock Road, Little Avenue near Taunton, Highway 12 south of Fort Perry. Basically, dealing with issues this morning due to that fog. So we're dealing with slowdowns, and make sure that you get this morning. We also have a collision we're hearing about earlier from Park and Bond, not blocked there with some emergency vehicles. If you've been by there, can give us an update. Feel 905-427-9696. KX96 traffic is brought to you in part by Help Center. Are you looking for a job in Durham? Get free employment services at jobindurham.ca. They will get you working. Dancing is optional. Patrol continues.
Thank you, Craig. We'll be back with news and sports. Craig's got that. Four Sleeps in action. Dirk's Bentley Song of the Day. A brand new one on the way after the news at 8.
Great car resale, helping you live your dream. Is it a park model vacation home? Is it a travel destination trailer? That's free.
There you go. See Angela up there. Thank you for streaming.
Now, call for an appointment. We want to make your vacation dream a reality. Reach us at
Hope everybody's got their weekend plan.
Durham Greener Homes, helping Durham residents save on energy.
I'm just going to answer some texts here, phone calls. Hi, good morning, KX.
Hey, Jerry, calling in to let you know Bloomington Road, 4 exit at Bloomington Road, the lights are out.
That's northbound.
Yep.
Thank you.
And the issue on Stouffville Road looks like they're starting to clear it up.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Have a great. The issue northbound 404.
That's clear too.
Not it.
Okay.
Better wait on that one. Vicky Gilmore. Hey, sexy beast. Vic. Oh, man. Hey, I've lost about 10 pounds, and I heard the camera ads a whole bunch, but I got a lot more to go for our daughter's wedding. I'm shredding for the year. I want to get down to like 190, which is just a few pounds. 7:28 with Lee. You, Carolyn. She's not here. She'll be back Monday. KX96. We've got to do some things here. Sometimes privacy issues I can't have coming out, so I'm just going to mute here for a minute.
Traffic foggy to the north. Brock Road, Highway 7 area, Highway 12 south of Port, north of Taunton. So keep those full headlight systems on basically anywhere to the north and anywhere. Collision at Park and Bond in Oshawa. Park north of King to Bond is closed, and the two left are also blocked. Tow trucks are on scene now. Making news this half-mast after two Edmonton police officers were fatally shot while on duty. Constables were killed while responding to a domestic violence call at an apartment early yesterday morning. The 16-year-old boy took his own life and also shot his mother, who is now in hospital with life. OPP say they seized a pen gun after arresting 4 kids in Ajax. 15 centimeters long was found on one of the youths arrested. Police say the group tried a stolen vehicle on Salem Road. All 4 are facing charges. Charges against a man accused of targeting a woman on the TTC because she was Muslim and became upset with her and took out a knife on the subway last week. So she ran off the subway station. Police caught up with the man yesterday. Peel police are looking at incidents at some of their stations. Earlier this month, they say the man set off fireworks outside 3 later. He also called and threatened 3 divisions. They've issued a Canada-wide warrant urging him to turn himself in. Even though the feds have appointed a special investigate for foreign interference allegations in the last 2 federal elections, it's not from calling for a public inquiry into foreign interference. Canada's former president will be looking into the allegations and make recommendations about how the feds should handle it. Quas say it's a waste of time. The UK is joining Canada, the US, TikTok from government work phones and devices. The ban is being called a precautionary now. However, government ministers and civil servants are still allowed to have the video phones and devices. February's inflation reading is coming out next. A couple of big banks think it will be down. They believe it'll drop to 5.4% from January. Now, the feds are facing growing pressure to do something about the rising cost of their budget at the end of the month. The Toronto Zoo closing down some of their bird and flu case was detected within 200 kilometers. It was found at a poultry farm, which triggered the zoo to take action. Other bird enclosures are also going to be significant, and behind-the-scenes tours of the areas will be suspended. The Raptors games last night in Toronto, they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 128-111. Pascal double, 25 points, 14 rebounds. March Madness began yesterday, and already brackets in the ESPN Bracket Challenge remain intact. A lot were busted when number 13. The rest didn't have number 15 Princeton winning over number 2 Arizona. And 3 times, gave up 6 double faults in a straight sets loss to Carlos Alcaraz in the quarterfinals. It is 7:36. Your 5-day forecast is next. Here's your 5-day forecast. Periods of rain ending this Saturday, a high of 8. Overcast tonight, down to -4. Tomorrow, cloudy with a good chance of some flurries, -1. On Sunday, a mix of sun and clouds, slight chance of flurries, a high +1. Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud for Tuesday, and a high +4. Right now, it is 4 in at 4 in Richmond Hill and 4 in Ajax. I'm Craig Smith, local news app and at DurhamRadioNews.com.
Thank you, sir. 7:37. Happy St. Patrick's. We have the luck of the Irish are blessed. Very happy. There are those who aren't.
Well,
therefore,
are today.
They are today, but we need your help. Feed the Need Durham. They're hoping to collect on their Easter food drive continues.
Yeah, right through until April 15th.
That's a lot of
Yep. Or you can donate cash as well.
Cash is good, but non-perishable food items. Let's get over 100 for the good folks there at Feed the Need for those who need it. We've got some shout-outs coming your way, and later the day is on the way. I muted it. I muted it. All right. We are going to talk about, we got it. I wish I've got 3 pages of prep for today. Sometimes we almost have too much. So I don't know what to go with sometimes. Pick one and go with it. One. Some of this stuff I want to save until Carolyn gets back because there's good things that we can talk about. But if you mention it at some point, eventually at all, and so I might do it. Did you see that story, Craig, about weights are now eating dog food for protein?
I did not.
Yeah.
Did not.
No. Yeah. I think this is a cruel prank that someone came up with, you know, going with it.
I can't even stand the smell of dog food.
I don't have a dog. I like dogs. We like to pick up and go on a moment's notice, and I don't want to have to worry. Yeah. We're going to get ready for shout-outs, too. Good morning. It's World Sleep Day. Yes, it is, Sarah. Where is it? There we go. Right there. Births. Oh yeah, right there. Okay.
You were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Hearing about what a great hockey team the Soviets have. I'm sick. Over.
Look good. Hello. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. First time we're doing this streaming thing. We love it, and we have a whole bunch of great plans to spice things up or to enhance what we're doing. So that's Craig in there right now. I was checking traffic. He's sitting where Carolyn normally would be sitting. You'll see her anyway. Do. Okay. So I'm going to talk about and the outline, the joke. This. Okay. Right. Outline. My punch line, whatever. St. Patrick's Day. Friday, I've lost 10 pounds and I'm going to be losing all. The pandemic really took it out of me. I put on weight. I ate too much. I drank too much. And time to get back to the way you. One country KX96. Rock at a hard place. That's Bailey Zimmerman. Bailey's. Yes. Sounds good to me. That works. Happy Friday, the weekend. Lots of rain, though. We are going to get wet. So a lot of the snow is melting, ponding, pooling, puddling, all that stuff. Watch out for that on your driving. Good night. And
this afternoon, and then we'll see a cloudy sky. They have 8 degrees and overcast tonight.
Your galoshes, your slickers. Is your today? Let's get a check on traffic in for Carolyn. It's Craig Smith.
All right, it is foggy to the north, and that's what we're dealing with this morning. Brock Road, Highway 7 area, Highway 12 south of Fort Perry, Bowmanville Avenue near Taunton Road. Some on this morning. Also, a collision Parker and Bond in Oshawa Park, north of King, to Bombing westbound. Those are closed as well. But last we heard, tow trucks are on scene. Major routes are moving well south DVP until you get to Lawrence. KX96 traffic is brought to you in part by Specsavers and Love. Specsavers is now open at Oshawa Center. Get 2 pairs of glasses for $99. Supply. See specsavers.ca. The KX96 traffic patrol continues.
Well, we were talking about the story before we on social media. Stories floating around of guys lifting weights, dog food for protein.
I don't know about that.
I don't know whether if you're doing that. These guys figured out apparently that the dry dog food has a bunch of grams of protein, and it's relatively cheap. So they are literally posting pictures of themselves. They work out, refuel with kibbles and bits and whatever fits.
What about
Of course, health officials have issued, health officials have issued official warnings suggesting this is ridiculous. It doesn't work.
I'm sure it can't be bad.
Like, well, it can't. No, it's eating something, and if they don't die, well, then again,
Well, no.
they choose you. No,
That's next.
so don't eat dog food now.
Well, I mean, to each their own, but
No, probably not. I mean, look, if you start drinking from the toilet bowl.
When it comes to plumbing, not many people can say they have a passion for it. But
Meh.
where their core is passion.
Okay. What do we got? We got all right. History. I want to hang on. Yeah. Oh. Me. Something in my little itch. Peter, how are you, Bert? Shauna? All right.
Avenue in Oshawa. Google Superior Glass Oshawa. Deals and the hottest new drops. Then get this. Sessions Cannabis Specials. An unbeatable value menu and a local price match guarantee because it's open 7 days a week and until 11 p.m. Monday to Saturday.
Looks like one of my old friends watching. Robert.
Facing food insecurity and hardship, it's difficult to share those feelings. Your donation to feed the needy Durham is all the more important. And this spring, it will go even further. For April 15th, and your gift will be matched up to $100,000. The Feed the Needy Durham donation.
St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. Why do we celebrate it on the 17th? Tell you. It's commemorating the death of Patrick, the patron, someone's death in 1942. That's really what we're doing. Raising glass. Celebrating with who today? It's some shout outs.
John Boyega is 31, Star Wars. Rob Kardashian, Braxton is 46 today. Rob Lowe is 50.
He looks young.
Yeah, or 59.
Really young.
Gary Sinise, who
Lieutenant Dan.
8 today.
Yeah.
Patrick Duffy, 74.
Dallas. Huge.
And
Yeah.
Kurt Russell is 72.
Kurt. That was Miracle on Ice. He played Herb Brooks, the coach.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a great moment for hockey for the world because it brought the Americans up to the, some of the other nations. It was good for hockey.
Yeah.
And it was a monumental time that was.
For
the
sure.
anniversary of that just
It did.
passed too, yeah. It's the broadcaster that he is too.
Absolutely.
Here's Jess Moskowitz. Whiskey. Irish whiskey. KX 96. Woo. Morning. What? I wonder what Carrie's talking about. Why society needs warning labels? Oh yeah, right. Okay. Right. I don't know. I say let them eat it. It's natural selection at work here.
I mean,
It's not going to kill anybody.
Yeah.
I actually did it on in college. I ate dog food. It was a challenge.
Yeah, it's probably like the goldfish at Jack and Jill, right? Yeah.
Save some of that whiskey. GTA's number 6. Jess Moskowitz. Save some of that whiskey, that Irish whiskey. Little Jameson on this St. Patty's Day. Carolyn is on vacation. My guess is she's making her way to the Great White North. I would think.
Yesterday from the beach.
Still down on the beach.
Yesterday.
Better be here Monday. What's that?
Mini putting, I think was.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, yeah. Well, with clubs being thrown and things like that.
Torn over.
On traffic again for Carolyn, Craig Smith.
All right, foggy conditions to the north, and that's what we're dealing with this morning. It should dissipate, but we had problems. Brock Road, Highway 7 area, Highway 12 south of Fort Perry, Bowmanville 5-115. All of those areas dealing with fog this morning up in the ridges and full headlight system on. In town, some issues at Park and Bond in Austin. Pickering looks like Taunton Road west of Whites Road. Major roads, they're moving well, just a little slow if you get South Lawrence. KX 96 traffic is brought to you in part by Auto Accessory World. Car this winter with a remote car starter from $399 or heated seats from $299 Avenue in Oshawa. Visit autoaccessoryworld.ca. The KX 96.
Just a few minutes. News and sports from the Durham Radio Newsroom. Craig's got that. Appropriate songs ever for the Dirks Bentley Song of the Day on St. Patrick's.
Yes, yes.
We've got it coming up after your news at 8.
The all-new 2024 new models at Paramount Events Space in Woodbridge. This Saturday, come see your next.
Let's step out for a minute here.
Experienced rider.
I got to stand for a minute. Oh, it's a little sore. Oh. Maybe a little, just for a bit. I'll be able to adjust that. Jen, love your shirt. Thanks, Jen. Look at that. Shut up, liver. You're fine. That's what it says. I think I had too much wine. It must be St. Patrick's Day. Oh, I'm tired.
Good morning. It's 8:02. I'm Craig Smith with KF Flooring and Rugs in Whitby. Periods of rain ending this afternoon for a cloudy sky and a high now. Checking traffic, foggy conditions to the north, so in the ridges, make sure you keep that full head. Earlier collision Park and Bond in Oshawa, but just took a look at the cameras and I can't see anything there still. So if it's not, please text us 905-427-9696. Also crashed near White's and Pickering. Major routes other than the South DVP from the 401 to Lawrence. Making news this morning, the country is mourning the deaths of two Edmonton police officers. Constables Travis Jordan and Brett Ryan were responding to a domestic violence call when ambushed by a gunman early yesterday morning. A police source says the suspect is who took his own life and shot his mother, who suffered life-threatening injuries. We're sharing a picture of a tiny gun they seized after catching up with 4 kids in Ajax. Arrested after trying to flee from officers in a stolen vehicle on Salem Road. Police also found a gun, which is just under 15 centimeters long. All 4 were charged. After a suspected hate crime on the TTC, he's accused of becoming upset with a woman on the knife. The woman took off when the train arrived at the Wilson subway station, and police believe it was of her Muslim faith. The man was arrested yesterday. Canada-wide warrant for a man after 3 of their stations were threatened. Officers say the suspect works outside the 3 divisions. They're urging the man to get a lawyer and turn himself in. To the Hamilton Centre riding, they won last night's by-election, which was triggered when former NDP leader and eventually became Hamilton's mayor. The party secured about 54% of. Opposition parties continue to call for a public inquiry into the foreign election for the Fed selected former Governor General David Johnston as a special rapporteur to investigate his last 2 federal votes and make recommendations. The NDP support the move, but they say it's a waste of time. The Freedom Convoy demonstrations taught lessons, according to newly released documents. The Mounties realized that they need to better prepare to possibly be targeted. The documents also point to leaders in Ottawa set a tone early with protesters who didn't have a clear leader and encampments from taking over city streets. Well, you might not be able to see the zoo when you visit to wrap up the March break. The zoo is closing down some of its bird enclosures after it was detected at a poultry farm southeast of Hamilton. The zoo says the closures and other enclosures are just a precaution. A highly contagious bird flu strain has been tearing since early 2022. The Toronto Raptors have picked up back-to-back 25 points, 14 rebounds, leading Toronto past the OKC Thunder 128-111. The winner over the Denver Nuggets Tuesday. March Madness began yesterday, and already 13 Furman is moving on, and so our 15th seed Princeton, who beat number 2 Aliassime, eliminated in straight sets in the BNP Paribas quarterfinals. and it was ice in Florida. The Panthers scoring 7 goals in the first 13 minutes of the game, in that first 13, but the Panthers went on to beat the Habs 9-5. Our 5-day forecast is next. Your 5-day forecast periods of rain ending this afternoon, then cloudy and a high of 8, overcast 4. Cloudy day tomorrow with a good chance of some afternoon flurries and a high -1. Sunday mix +1. Sunny day for Monday and a high of 6. Tuesday mix of sun and cloud, a high of +4. 5 in Mississauga is 3 in Uxbridge, and it's 4 in Smith. Local news, weather, and more on the Durham Radio News app and at durhamradionews.com.
Thank you, Craig, and thank you to everybody who's been watching platforms. We've had a little test run here of doing a live stream thing. I like it.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Just looking at the
yeah.
screen right now, I think.
Yeah, thanks to everybody who's been keep watching and keep listening. Thank you. Time now for the Dirk Bentley Song of the Day. Don't text now. Later on when it plays, then you text the word gold and win tickets to the big show coming up at Budweiser Stage. It's Drunk on a Plane. Who
Happy St. Patty.
Right. Dirk Bentley Song of the Day. Gotta run. Anyway, more to come and following. Thanks.